Jesus, yes, me. This I know. Whatever was just me so. You don't want to have me. Knowing what he is on. Yes, Jesus, yes, me. Yes, Jesus, yes, me. Yes, Jesus, yes, me. The Bible tells me so.
Listen, you ready?
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Yay, you want to help me blow the candle out? Good job.
Hey guys, hope everyone out there is doing well. It's funny, I got an email a few days ago from YouTube basically saying that something about they were going to demonetize my channel because it was not getting enough traffic or I wasn't making enough videos. It said something about how I haven't posted in a long time, and so I thought, okay, the monetization is not a very big deal at all because I don't really make a lot of money from this channel. But I thought, okay, why not? I might as well go ahead and do an update that may or may not put this channel back on track to meet YouTube standards, but I don't really care. I just thought, okay, might as well. If my video editing skills went according to plan, if I did this video the way I'd hoped to, you started off with first my son singing at Mother's Day at church. As you can see, he's not at all shy and loves to sing. The second video was of my birthday. Let me move my laptop a little bit here. Second video was a little simple celebration at home of my 50th birthday. So I could see Clark also singing there. And I also added, just for fun, I also added a video of Clark going down a water slide when we did Vacation Bible School here at the church. That's a couple of months ago. So anyway, that's kind of just some videos I added just to make it a little, just so you could see how cute my son is, how beautiful my wife is, and how blessed I am, and how much my son's growing up. Now, so speaking of Clark, he is now 4 years old and he's in pre-K. And we weren't really sure exactly how well he would handle it because there's, here where we are in El Paso, the school's pre-K is 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's not like a half a day option. And so we really weren't sure how well he would handle being in class all day like that, but he absolutely loves it. He loves to go back to school every day, so that's been great because we do want him to be able to socialize with other kiddos more than he has been able to. And anyway, so we're very blessed that our son loves school. We have passed a few milestones over the past few months. And I can't remember when my last update was, but so far in 2022 at this point, like I said, Clark has turned 4. I have turned 50. We've already had my wife's birthday. That happens early in the year. Won't tell you her age. I don't know if she would want me to say that, although she's still young. And we've also had our 10-year anniversary. Yes, my wife and I, as of March, we have been back in March, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. So marriage is a beautiful thing. It takes a lot of work, but we're very blessed in that regard. What else? We also did visit Alabama back in May. We went there to celebrate Memorial Day, or we go there during Memorial Day. That's also when my dad's birthday is. So we've had a lot of good things happening this year. I just have not been that interested in posting on YouTube lately. As far as the Philippines and Philippines related stuff goes, I will tell you that I've got some friends that have visited the Philippines. Some of my former missionary friends here in the United States have gone back. In fact, 2 of them are there right now in the Philippines. And I've even seen comments from my Filipino friends who've gone abroad and come back. So I'll just tell you 2 things about traveling to the Philippines right now. One is there are hoops to jump through that were not in place before the pandemic, so just keep that in mind. The rules or whatever, the best I can tell, they change here and there. But basically, you have to show that you've been vaccinated, and you also have to do some type of COVID test. You have to be able to prove both of those things, a negative COVID test and a vaccination, before you go there. I think you may even have to prove that you've received a booster or something. So right now, one more thing, sorry. So first, there are hoops to jump through to get to the Philippines that were not there before. And second, if you're coming there from, let's say, here in America or here in Texas, where I am right now, or probably a lot of the so-called red states, the Southeast or wherever, in most places here in the States, life has pretty much gone back to normal as far as the pandemic goes. So, for example, here in El Paso, I do still see a lot of people wearing masks when I go out. Not a lot, but some. But otherwise, life is kind of back to normal. My impression, and what I have been told directly by people that have gone back there, is that there's still a lot of mask wearing and stuff like that going on in the Philippines. My general impression, this may not be correct, is that Asia in general is just still a lot more nervous about this pandemic than we are here in the West. That's just, again, my impression. I haven't traveled all over Asia or anything to say something like that, but all that to say, if you're used to kind of business as usual and then you go to the Philippines, in addition to the hoops you have to jump through, there are going to be probably a lot of places where you have to wear a mask and stuff like that. That's just, again, my impression. In fact, I've still seen some people posting their photos of like doing stuff online, like online learning for the kiddos and stuff that, we're kind of beyond here. So just keep those things in mind. It's up to you if you want to go, fine. Those I know who are over there now seem to be having a great time, but they have told me that it's still, things are still not quite back to normal. For us personally, I don't see us going back until things are completely back to normal, because my son doesn't wear a mask. I've never really trained him to wear a mask. I don't plan on doing so. And again, guys, I'm not trying to get into a debate here about a bunch of stuff. I'm just saying the choices that we've made. My wife and I have both been double vaccinated, but I've not done any kind of booster. Would I be willing to do a booster to get to the Philippines? Maybe. But then there's all the masking stuff you face once you get there. And so I am hopeful that I remember the new president said something about that they need to end the lockdown, and I'm hopeful that's the directions that the Philippines will go. Last but not least, I will include a link under this video about the effect that the lockdown has had in terms of poverty in the Philippines. And one of the big concerns that I've had ever since 2020 has been that these lockdown measures that we've done have disproportionately affected those who are most vulnerable economically, the poor. And so I'll post a little link in the description of this video about that, and how the poverty level in the Philippines has gone way up because of the lockdowns. So, looking over at my notes here, so those are kind of the updates from me personally in terms of what's been going on in our life as a family, and otherwise we are still just kind of going along here in El Paso. We are, as I've mentioned, we are glad that my son likes school, and we're glad that he's enjoying the school year so far. And that's pretty much what's going on. Now, I will say, If you have a question, you are welcome to leave that in this video if you like, and I may do another video to answer that question. But otherwise, I don't know when I'll take the time to do another update like this. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will check in with you again at some point in the future.